What's good, people? It's your boy, The Kitchen. Now, what you're about to hear is Joe react to Melyssa's new pod, Hot and Bothered.
They're glad back.
On the promo tweet for your podcast,
Oh
it
my
starts
God, here
with
we go.
Melissa Ford bears it all. And I heard it.
Okay. Joe, if you don't fucking leave me alone.
Did you write that?
Leave me alone.
After
Leave
after
me
these two
alone.
questions? In Spirit of Flip.
No.
You didn't write that.
No. I have a team.
I didn't think you wrote
Back
that.
up.
I dare you
And
with a
back
road.
off.
I'm bearing it all on this 29
I bared
minutes.
a lot. I was brave.
Aw,
It's a health pod.
Okay.
So that's important to know.
it is.
It's a health
I
pod.
talked about some very personal things.
Now,
Yeah. I did.
That's right. She bared it all.
Anyways.
What's good, people? Now, if you have been under a rock, I will let you know firsthand that Melyssa obviously dropped her first pod yesterday. Now, there was a lot of opinions. There was a lot of different point of views on the pod and how people felt about it. Now, I gave it a watch. Now, it wasn't for me. I'll say that first. And it wasn't for a lot of people, actually. There was a lot of mixed opinions from what I'm hearing online on Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter at The Kitchen. But yeah, a lot of podcast fans, a lot of fans of the JPB, they obviously watched it, and it was a very different podcast to the JBP. This is obviously about women's health and wellness. And obviously I'm a man, so I'm not going to be the most interested. I won't be a frequent watcher because I'm not really interested in that aspect, in that area of podcasting. But I'd still give it a watch because it's Melyssa and I'm familiar with her. Obviously her Video Vixen days and obviously her being on the JBP. I feel like she's very closed off. She's very private with what she wants to share with her personal life and professional life. I can't lie. She's a very closed off person. And I feel like part of the reason is because she's around the guys. So I thought her being alone, having her own pod, having her own safe space where she can finally open up and be candid about her life story and what she's had to deal with in the industry, in her personal life. Like, Melyssa seems like a very well educated and experienced woman. So I don't treat her as this airhead that has no life experience. Like, Melyssa has been through, she's been through a lot of stuff. She's admitted herself, but for some reason she just doesn't want to open up. She doesn't want to share certain aspects of her life. Now, should she share everything with her audience? Obviously no, but being a podcaster, you're gonna want to be candid, you're gonna want to be relatable, which is one of the problems with Melyssa. Like, she doesn't come across as relatable because obviously she's been in the industry for decades, and I'm sure she's rubbed shoulders with a lot of wealthy and important people. So just her being on the JBP for the past nearly 2 years, she comes across as very, very bougie, very I'm too good for you, I'm too good to be in your presence type energy. And I thought this podcast that she now has, she would be very candid, we would see a different side of Melyssa, but it doesn't seem that way. It just seems like a very educational podcast, which is the complete 180 of the JBP. So hopefully this is just a tester episode, because from the way it's looking now, I don't think it will last very long, in my opinion. But I do think that she should go back to the drawing board and kind of rethink about the things that she wants to talk about for her new pod. She can talk about the menopause and women's wellness and stuff like that, but it has to be enjoyable at the same time. Like, you have to put the medicine in the candy. And listeners also love when you're vulnerable, when you're your true, authentic self. So I think she should tell more stories about herself and the stuff that she's faced in her career and the hardships. Like, she's she's a very she's an accomplished woman, and I'm sure she's facing struggles today. Like, even with the acting on Lifetime, like, she can talk about not getting acting gigs due to what people know her as or have known her as in the industry. It can be very hard to kind of change your image in certain people's eyes. Like, talk about your talk about your escapades, like, because obviously that's the elephant in the room. Like, she's been in relationships, in public relationships with very notable people, so she can talk about that. She can talk about how the industry changed her, how she felt going into the industry, how she feels about certain artists, how she feels about certain people, meeting them for the first time and having an opinion or having a change of heart on how she viewed them before she met them. Like, just, there's so many bags she can go into, but maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm tripping. Let me know what you guys think, man. It's the kitchen. I'm gonna be doing a lot more, just a lot more commentary. I feel like I have a lot a lot of things that I just want to get out, a lot of opinions that, I don't know, a lot of opinions that I need to give to the world, so to speak. But yeah, let me know how you guys feel in the comments. Do you think I have a point in my evaluation of Melyssa? What do you guys think? Do you think I'm tripping? Do you think that I'm one track minded? Because at times I can be. So I do need your comments. I do need your points. Let me know in the comments. Yeah. Until next time, it's your boy Kitchen. Deuces.